going on, MMA fans? I'm back to do another video per request of Macktube about a pound-for-pound status. Who is better, Anderson Silva, Fedor, or Emelianenko? I've tried to upload this video a couple times. It did populate up on YouTube, but then it got taken off. I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight. I've tried uploading it again, and it won't go back up. I know I had a couple views on it, a couple comments on my last one, but I don't know what's going on with it. So, like I said on my last video, I apologize. It's been rough as of late with school. There's tropical storm coming in to Florida, so I haven't been on top of the MMA videos as much as I should be, but that's why I'm back to do this video. The question that was posed to me from Macktube is, who is better, Fedor Emelianenko or Anderson Silva, pound for pound, in the world? And like I mentioned in my first video, I have an opinion about this, but everyone's going to have a different opinion. Let's go over Fedor Emelianenko's record first. Wins, Rizzuto, Semi Shill, Heath Herring, Guerra, Crocop, Randleman. I mean, some impressive wins. And the one debate that you do you end up having with Fedor is he hasn't fought top competition in the time from his last successful win in Pride up till now, almost being a year and a half of not having anything successful. So his status at heavyweight has been affected. Now, what I will say is, who at heavyweight, and I always bring this up, and I challenge you to leave comments, of how you feel about this. I'm not saying that you need to agree with me on this, because I do think that Fedor is the #1 heavyweight in the world, but who has had a successful string of wins, at least more than 3 or 4, over top 10 opponents, that would knock Fedor off of the #1 spot in the time that he wasn't fighting top competition? I really don't think you're going to find anyone, but I could be wrong. That being said, I don't think that Fedor is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Now, keep in mind, wins over Matt Lindland, wins over Zuluzinho, which, how many guys would come out and beat Zuluzinho in the fashion that Fedor did? But I think Anderson Silva edges him out just a little bit. I think with the wins that he has, the wins over Fricklin, Lieben, Franklin, Henderson, Marquardt, Luder, if he fights Okami, fights Cote, it just further, I think, cements the fact that he is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He moves up and he beats James Irvin in the fashion that he did. I think that's what puts Anderson Silva there. One of the factors that you have to take in with pound for pound is who the guy has fought at his weight class, as well as guys he's fought outside of the weight class, which is something I didn't clarify in the last video. But I think Anderson Silva's fought the top guys, with a couple exceptions. You got Paulo Filho, Robbie Lawler, and a couple 185ers, Matt Lindland, guys that he should fight. Fedor has not fought everyone per se at heavyweight, but does have successful amount of wins. Should he be the top pound-for-pound fighter? It's left up to interpretation. Me personally, I think Anderson Silva should be in that spot, and I think rightfully so. I think he's beaten legitimate guys at his weight class and someone outside of his weight class, and I think Fedor has fought legitimate opponents in his weight class, and then a couple that weren't so legitimate. So, I think that's what it comes down to. And I think that's what pushes Anderson just a little bit more ahead of Fedor in that respect. You could flip-flop them, it could go either way. But like I said, I think the debate with Fedor not being the #1 heavyweight in the world, not fighting top competition in his own weight class, not earlier in his career, because he did fight top competition. He fought 3 legitimate heavyweights that were ranked opponents at the time. But later on in his career, it may affect, you know, his pound for pound status of how people look at him. And now finally coming in and fighting Tim Sylvia, and then it looks like he'll be fighting the winner of Josh Barnett, Andrei Arlovski here in the future, which would further, if he wins those fights, or wins that fight against either one of those guys, further cements the fact that he should, you know, in my opinion, be up there, should be the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world, based upon that. But that's how I look at this. Leave me some comments, constructive, negative, positive, like I always say. Apologize about the, you know, if you watched the last video getting taken down. Don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight, so I had to redo this video because it would not take it. So on that note, you guys, have a great day.